Well, hello again. I am working on my slime farm, and you wouldn't believe it, or you probably would believe it if you knew me well enough, is that this is probably the 20th recording I've made trying to make another video to continue on. But, I start something and then sit on it, and then I forget about it, and as I said, I just like to do very minimal editing cuts and that sort of stuff, so after I do it, recording, I forget about it, and then I think, oh, no, I'll just do a new one, which is what I'm doing again, probably for the 20th time. And I did do one a couple of days ago, which I was going to keep, and I re-listened to it before to watch, and then I just realised, hang on, I've got no game sounds. It's like, oh my god, it must have been when I did a Windows update or something like that. But I thought, well, maybe I could publish that. But then, would I really be happy with that? I mean, whilst it's not super high quality or anything like that, it's still passable, and mainly just me talking, which is what really sort of is it about anyway. But I thought, no, it's all good. I'll just do I'll do a video now and just make it one take or as little as possible, and chat about the things that I'm doing. So I'm building up this slime farm. So this is a 2x1, obviously. Now there is 3 more chunks. So I checked chunk base. So it's this chunk number 2, 3, 4, 5 chunks that way that are slime chunks. And I did start emptying this out, and I thought, it's too much. Not that it's too much effort, but I really don't know how I'm going to kill and collect the slimes at the end. So I wanted to keep it fairly simple. So I thought, well, it's only 2 chunks will do. It's only really me playing, so I don't really need a huge, big industrial thing. And it's just, again, I don't use a whole heap of slime. This is just more one of those things that, I think you got to have. And, when you want to do sticky pistons or you want to use slime blocks for whatever decorations or anything. It's just one of those farms that you sort of got to have. So I haven't looked how to build a modern day slime farm. I'm just going off my memories of how I've done them in the past. So I hope this still works. One thing I'm a bit unsure about is the distance for the height. The wiki says slimes need 2.04 blocks, I believe, to spawn, which means, I think it means slightly more than 2 blocks high. So these slabs are put on the 3rd block, 1, 2, 3 on the top half. So hopefully that is enough. And I do occasionally hear slime spawning. You can see in the text below in the bottom right with the subtitles that there is a slime squishing down below. So they do spawn. Again, it doesn't have to be super huge amounts. It's just mainly to collect slimes and go from there. So that's what I'll be doing. It took a while to dig out. Luckily not as much long as it would have taken if I'd done all 5 chunks. But it is what it is. So as you can tell from my voice, which is normally nasally and stuffy anyway, still quite... Oh, sugar. Okay, so I fell all the way down. Didn't mean to do that. I will get back up. And we can have a look as we're going up. So, God, what was I saying? There we go. I forget what I was saying. Anyway, doesn't matter. Keep going. I'll probably look back and go, oh, should have just started again. But it is what it is. Oh, still so been pretty sick for the last few weeks, and just the voice and hasn't quite recovered, and still coughing massively, which is one of those lingering coughs that takes forever. I guess that's just the joy of everyone getting sick at the moment. Getting around being winter here in Australia. As well as, getting older. Not, 40s, mid-40s isn't that old, but inevitably as you always get older, your body has a harder time healing and recovering. Whereas, my 20s, for example, probably would have shaken this off within a week. It's not too bad. But we'll go along as it is. Oh, one of the things... So you got diorite here. I was talking about it in one of the first takes I did. Is the diorite, andesite, and granite blocks. Now, I really like those blocks, and I remember when they came out in an update. I don't remember exactly when, but I remember playing Minecraft at the time. And I think from memory, it was a pretty sort of significant thing to have those blocks added to the game. Because at that time, I guess it was at the start, and again, I say this not being a Minecraft expert, so take it all with a grain of salt. But one of the biggest criticisms of Minecraft in the past was that by builders was that there wasn't enough block variations to pick from. And I think, and I remember when those three blocks came out, and it really added a lot to the game. One thing I don't particularly like about people's attitudes with it is, and I'll cover this more in detail if I remember later, but diorite, for example, people review it as an ugly block, quote unquote, or whatever. And there was a Iskal, the Hermitcraft player, or he was a Hermitcraft player, as well as others, but I only really remember Iskal talking about it and probably perpetuating it a fair bit, is that it was a really ugly block and it looked like bird shit. Whether it does or not, it's up to the eye of the beholder. I still think it's pretty cool, and I like the concept that every single block in Minecraft has its place. I don't think there is quote unquote ugly blocks. I think, it's one thing I've always regarded about Minecraft is it is an art form. So it really is in the eye of the beholder. It's really in the eye of who builds it, who watches it, who likes it. It doesn't matter, and it bothers me when people look at builds or color palettes or block palettes and they go, that doesn't work, this works, that doesn't work. Look, take every bit of that with the advice that it is that it's just an opinion. I can't build very well at all. And I get to a point where I go, I can't be bothered. And I just move on and leave it. But I'm really going to try and do better building. And I like the really abstract color palettes. I like the really weird structures and the way things look. So if it is quote unquote ugly, then that's great. At least it's different and unique. Like if you get people who build symmetrically or don't build symmetrically, or the blocks have to be certain even wide or odd wide or however they want to do it, just do whatever. And I like doing it whatever. So I will often build, when I do, with flaws and then just work around those flaws. Because in real life, I guess that's how it works as well. Find a fault and you just work with it. I hate when I run out. Okay, so I've been trying to watch a lot more Minecraft videos as well, but I've just noticed that there still isn't. I really wish there was more people making Minecraft Let's Plays. And when I say Let's Plays, I mean the vanilla Let's Plays is what I like. So I don't want to see the modern and that stuff. I'm not saying don't do them, or that's just me personally what I look for. So if you play Minecraft and you have an interest in making videos, I encourage you to do it, because I really need more people to watch. And I really believe, like I said to start with, that the reason why I like to do it is because I want to create the kind of content that I like to watch. And I got into the trap again a little bit over the last few weeks of going, of making Minecraft videos and going, well, I've got nothing to show. I've got nothing to build, or I need to build this and I need to do that. And I can't, and I started doing that when I recorded videos many, many years ago, and I hated it. To me, I just want to get on and watch someone talk and generally chit-chat about different topics in life. So that's what I had to remind myself to do, is just to get on and do that again. So that's what I'm doing. And if you can make videos like that for me to watch, thank you. It's all about me. So yeah, it's cool. Good thing about slime, I guess, is that you can light up the chunks, and they spawn in the slime chunks in any light level, which is really, really good. So yeah, if you have any interest in making Minecraft videos, make them. And if you know of anyone who does this style, let me know, because I really would like to follow them. There's been a bit of an absent amount, I think. And I just find it really interesting. Especially over our age, like, the over 40s, or again, really, like the over 40s players. I know they're out there. They are. No, I don't know what the stats are. I'd have to look it up on Google or whatever else, but Minecraft has a lot of older players. And I think there's a missing market for it. I really do. Because it's such a cool game. And especially people to watch and relate to, I think is a bit lacking, because otherwise you've got the choice of, and not to knock them as bad things, but not the younger. I feel like I'm Grandpa Simpson yelling at the wind now, but like, it's not really how they get really hyper, and the younger audiences, and the flashy title cards and gimmicks, and yeah, no thanks. Keep it simple, keep it relevant, and go from there. But I think there should be more over 40s players playing. I really do. One day I'll go into the store. Like, I went into basically how I started playing Minecraft when I downloaded it for a friend's kid. But at the job I had at the time, it was quite stressful at its moments. I don't do it anymore. But it helped me to, the term I like to reference closely to is mindfulness. To me, Minecraft was a very mindful exercise. This, for hours on end, as boring as it is, mining and placing blocks, is quite cathartic, quite mindful, forced me to focus a lot. And with that job that I had, which, I would come home from work or for long periods and find that I couldn't come down from the job. And there were times where, it affected relationships and health and everything else. And I think whilst Minecraft didn't stop that from deteriorating, I think it helped a lot from getting a lot worse. So yeah, and it's the same as watching it. I've been trying to muck around with the flashback mod, and I've got it, but every time I think I have a grasp on it, I don't. So I need to work out that, but then I think maybe not today. I think because those require, to me, like, I did time lapses originally from the first person perspective, and the flashback mod is really, really cool. But it's just learning how to do it, and it doesn't look complicated, but I think you've got to have your brain wired a certain way to really understand how it works, or the concept of the keyframes and the times and so forth. Just checking how much. Yeah, not much more to go. We're on level 29, so up the top there, I think that's level 40. Actually, that there, where the crosshairs is, that's level 40. So I need to go up to that far at least. I'm going to keep doing this for a bit, and I will come back in a minute. Okay, so that is the top platform on level 38, which puts it, I'm not sure how many platforms there are, but I did see some slimes there a second ago. So it does work a little bit. So what I'm thinking is, I was originally thinking some way of putting it in the middle here, where the slimes come here and go down the bottom. But I'm not sure how to do that. It's like, so you put an iron golem in the middle, then you have some sort of hopper system, and I don't want it to take up too much. So then I thought maybe I'll put it in the side wall here like I used to, where there's iron golems, slimes all come here and they fall down. See, there's one there. Onto the bottom there, onto some sulfire or whatnot, and get collected that way. So that's what I'm thinking of doing now. Is it B, no, G. So I want to do it in the middle. So if I do it, so put the iron golem somewhere in here is what I'm thinking. And then go all the way down from this point. Yeah, and then I can maybe, so the iron golem will go in there and then maybe take out sort of these 8 blocks, which be fine. Be enough room for the big slimes to come on, jump over, fall down here, and put it directly below. So I think that's what I might do, actually. So I'll clear this out. And, yeah, worth a shot. Okay, so now I just got to try and figure it out. So this was directly in the middle here, wasn't it? So maybe if I... See, I get those glitching with this. It must be just the shaders. I don't know how to fix that, or if you can. I need to go all the way down with this one, don't I? Alright, let's do this. I saw Python. I don't know if anyone watching this channel knows who Python is, but he originally came across him on the Hermitcraft server, and he's done sort of his own thing for the last few years. Oops. And he did a video yesterday because he's always going on about, like, every few years there'll be a thing where he's reassessing his channel or, you know, deciding what to do. And he's finally come out and said that maybe full-time YouTube isn't for him, and I applaud him for that because he's a really nice guy and a great YouTuber and a great player, and I wish he was still playing on the Hermitcraft server because I thought he was really good, but for whatever reason he had enough of that and stopped playing with it. I don't know. I think it was a lot of his things was mental health issues and so forth, which is fair enough. But he came out in a video yesterday or the day before saying that he's not going to do full-time YouTube anymore. More power to him. Going to get a full-time job again and do YouTube as a hobby, which is all any of us can really do, I guess. I watch the Hermitcraft. Well, I follow most of them, not all of them, because some of them annoy me a little bit or aren't really my style of viewing. I tend not to watch too much though as the season drags on, because I think they've been on season 10 for about a year now, and it all becomes very samey. Like, I love watching the start of the servers when they're all making lots of videos and exploring and doing different things. I should have been cutting this out as I went down as well. Oh well. Let me keep doing... Oh, I need as much copper as I can get. I'm going to do this and I'll be back soon. Okay, so I've done a fair bit, and it's not perfect, it's not lossless or anything, but it'll do. So, yeah, dug out these down here, the sulfide pits down the bottom with some hoppers underneath, and this is like this all the way down. So the idea is that they get attracted down that way. Then if we go down the bottom here, and then precariously walk around here, you have to be careful because this needs to be lit up a fair bit. That's what I got so far. So I'm going to take that away. I'm going to go AFK, 128 blocks high in the air for now, and probably AFK for about an hour and see how much we can collect during that time. I don't expect this to be perfect, but as I said, this is just my farm, which is meant to last a little while, and, you know, just work in the background as we go along. Actually, yes. So go up here. You should be able to... Actually, I haven't slept in forever, so phantoms are no doubt going to spawn. I'll have to duck in to have a sleep first quickly, I think. No, didn't quite make it. Phantoms are the most annoying mob in the game. I remember when they had the mob vote for that, and I don't remember what the other options were at the time. However, so annoying. Like, what they used to repair elytra, but that was, before we really had mending, I guess. I've got to be careful here too because there is a lot of powdered snow. What I'll do is I'll just go up from here. This will be close. Actually, no. So was it B? No. G. There. I'm trying to find. So that's where the chunk is over here this way, I guess. You know where the middle is? So let's go from here. That'll do. And pillar up to 128. Let's see where that gets us. What are we up? Oh, we're lucky we're around. Oh, actually, we're higher than that now anyway. 130, 128. So I am going to AFK here for a bit and see how much I can get. Do that then. That should protect me a fair bit, shouldn't it? Anyway, I'll be back in about an hour. All right, going back down after it's been sort of time-lapsing for the good part. I know I said an hour, but we ended up going out this morning to do some errands and only just got back, albeit 6 hours later. So this is kind of 6 hours of AFKing. And I had a quick look before. I don't think it's that much, but it's okay. It's still enough just to keep it going. So yeah, look, that's 6 hours where we've got 10 stacks, so 640, 700 slime balls. It is what it is. It works. It doesn't have to be totally off the charts. It does the job. So, and I put slabs down the bottom here too because I noticed some slimes were spawning as we were going. And I'm just wondering if in the future, if I need to build up the sides here. I don't think it is. I don't think I need to. And I want to check if all these golems are still here because I know sometimes slimes get in there and can kill them, but it looks like they're all, from what I can see, yeah, it looks fine. Anyway, that's the slime farm done, so that'll do for now. One project done, I guess. Maybe I'll come in and clean it up in the future, but I don't think so. This is just going to run passively in the background. It would be nice if it was a lot more efficient and a lot more. I don't know what they've changed or anything like that, but yeah, it'll do. It'll do, donkey. It'll do. Now I should probably get some of these and just take it all back, I guess, whatever I can. Oh, I did get a slime head as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know what to move on to next. I guess we'll wait and see. I noticed flying over the trading hall that the roof is sort of oxidizing nicely as well. It's a pretty cool sort of pattern, really. I really like it. And I know it'll all turn out like this, but it's pretty cool how you got these different sort of patterns, colors. I don't know, I'm looking forward to the new update with the copper updates and whatever else that come out. I don't plan on using the copper golems to sort or anything like that, but it's a pretty cool mechanic to have, I guess. Next thing I've got to try and work on, I guess, is putting in some sort of super smelter here. I think I dug out a hole, and again, super smelters is something I haven't done for a long time, so I guess I'm just going to have to figure out the best way to do it. Put these away the best way I can. What was I doing? This one. And these sorts of ones I'm just putting generally because I don't have chests room and I don't want to create chests for them. Because I saw on Impulse SV's latest video, his Let's Play I think is pretty cool. I love the way he does stuff. He's doing a big sorting system with everything, which is cool. What am I looking for? Iron. Oh, actually, what I wanted to do is quickly, now that I have a spare. Oh, actually, I should have gone. Yes, I've got that beacon here. So I want to create or put it in a beacon box, I guess. Torches? No, that can be fine. Powered rail. Yeah, okay, I'll put the beacon in here. This doesn't all have to be rail. And I gotta get some more iron blocks to fill that up. Gets dark. I haven't slept in a bit, so I better return to the old bed and sleep in here originally. I should do more with this place. Down the track. Iron. Oh, I got the I'll show you in a second. I'm not sure if I showed it last time, but the auto crafter for the pumpkin and melon farm. I don't know how much I need. Let's just take all this. Stopped working, and I managed. Oh, didn't want to do that. Managed to get it fixed up. It was just overflowing, I think. So that was a bit of a problem. And this one. So cool. Now I've got a beacon ready to go in there. So that's the melon and pumpkin farm. We go down. See if I can. No, I can't stick the landing on the roof. So you can hear the cart, but yeah, it's one of those ones that, yep, see this melon and pumpkin grow, and then it triggers whatever the observer is and forces it down, and underneath the rail goes through and collects it all and goes towards the end there and puts it in an auto crafter and comes down the bottom like I showed before. So that finally got, because it was clogged up for some reason. But yeah, and now they all flow into here nicely. Cool. Well, that might do it for this very quick episode, and I will cut it and come back to you another time with some more interesting things. I'm just going to potter around for a bit and explore. And I'm going to, because I've got plenty of time off now, so I'm going to try and do just episodes all the time whenever I can. And they'll just be random, talky, non-sort of structured episodes like this one to a degree. And I got to update some things and work on some things, and I'll record bits and pieces here and there. But for now, thank you for joining me. Please leave a like, subscribe, all that sort of nonsense. And I will catch you on the next one. So for now, bye-bye.